How is the Internet of Things affecting the global system and foreign affairs? Well, in one term, it is integrating everything. What is it integrating? Well, the physical and the digital. And it does so across the globe, and it does so by establishing a digital control layer over our physical objects and our physical environment. Here's how it works. Sensors detect tiny differences in the physical properties surrounding them, whether it's light, temperature, movement, or pressure. They record it, process it, and connecting it to the internet. If you do that a few billion or even a trillion times, you end up with the Internet of Things, or IoT. And this is exactly what we're doing right now. We have about 10, 20 billion devices right now in the world. We are heading towards a trillion within about a decade and then go from there. What this means is that we are establishing a digital control layer over all aspects of the physical, including our bodies, our clothes, our roads, the road lines, the road signs, the cars, our agricultural fields, measuring how much water each plant gets, our buildings, our cities, everything in our physical world. This then allows us to create something called a digital twin of each object and even of concepts, like, for example, a supply chain that stretches across continents. We can measure where each object is at any point in time and can get real-time feedback. As we get then real-time feedback from concepts like a supply chain, but also from physical objects like an industrial robot or a specific engine or a human body or a whole city or a building or an agricultural field. As we get this real-time feedback, we can run scenarios. We can optimize it. We can operate these facilities because we can trigger remotely actions conducted by robots. So we are separating the physical from the digital, but are integrating it through the means of sensors, through the Internet of Things. And this allows us to digitally control the physical world remotely. And this is the big change that the Internet of Things brings to our societies. This has dramatic impact on our economy, on the way we are operating, on the way we can optimize things. And it means, among other things, a change in the way we fabricate. I will address this in a separate video. Now, this also has military consequences. This has consequences in how we are able to project power, because it lays the foundation for autonomous devices to interact with each other and to operate. If we take the example of a car, then a car can communicate with road signs and can then make autonomous decisions on how to navigate road signs and navigate when other cars are coming from the other directions. And in the same way, we can use this for military means to operate drones and drone swarms to detect whether there's movement of some kind somewhere that we need to incorporate in our defense planning or defense activities. And we get the ability to control very complex military environments through the same features as we can control our industrial world. So we can have our weapon systems represented as digital twins. We can train people remotely in the same way as we train people on the operating of machines. We can have virtual reality and artificial and augmented reality work hand in hand with real-time sensors, and we know what is going on at any point on planet Earth that we have access to. This is what the Internet of Things does. If you want to find out more, please visit foreignaffairsforum.org and particularly check out Tectonic Essentials for Foreign Affairs, a course in which I go into more details about all these aspects. Thank you.